This is my video on the thoughts of the Batman main trailer that got released on Saturday at the DC Fandom. Now, my first offer impressions is that I absolutely loved it. I mean, it showed. Originally when I heard that Robert Pattinson was cast as the Batman, I mean, his name wasn't the first name that you kind of would come up with, right? Especially obviously because coming off the back of Twilight, and I've never watched that thing, but not my cup of tea. But then I'm always one of these people where I'm always prepared to give someone a chance, and then after seeing him in obviously from the two trailers so far, he actually looks absolutely great. Now, I love the start up of it, where obviously it's clearly with the Riddler being arrested. Now, bearing in mind with this trailer and any trailer in general, everything's been shown out of context, so you don't know kind of what's kind of going on, or it has to sell you the actual movie, and you wanted to go and see it. But I actually liked it. Now, what also didn't it? Obviously, I liked the actual cinematography and the lighting in the actual movie, and also it looked really dark, obviously dark and gritty in tone, and obviously it's giving you that kind of that film noir kind of a look, so it's kind of going to be very interesting. And also you notice in that particular trailer that Batman seemed a lot more brutal and a lot more angry and a lot more moody, so that's going to be kind of interesting, because the last time I've seen a Batman that gritty was probably of recent was probably the Ben Affleck Batman, who in his first appearance in Batman vs Superman, I mean, you kind of saw how brutal he was. I mean, so obviously seeing them taking those bullets down and then beating up the thugs and then electrocuting some of them, and also at the end where you saw him, obviously that's Colin Farrell in the heavy makeup, where he seems to obviously he smacked the way Colin Farrell, i.e. the Penguin, thinks he's gotten away. And then obviously the Batmobile, which is obviously a muscle car, which I know some people have problems with, but they have had in iterations in the comics, they have had different Batmobiles where they've either looked more like a tank or they've looked more like a sports car or a muscle car. So it's got nothing new there. And obviously it takes out his vehicle. And then what I love how that ended is that you see Batman basically walking towards the car, the Penguin's car that's upside down. And then you see in the shot upright, then it's upside down, and then it's upside down again, like it's a hanging bat, and then obviously it morphs into the Batman side, and I actually like that. And also, one of the things I did like about the trailer as well is that I actually liked the film score, the main film score for the Batman, where halfway through the actual trailer, you actually hear it kick in, and then there's certain elements where Batman's been shot, and it's like you're actually hearing the beat matching to when he's been shot. So he actually does look a lot more brutal. And I think I think obviously this is going to be, what I've heard, it's going to be a year 2 Batman. So obviously he kind of knows what he's doing, but he's still early in the stages of his Batman career. So obviously you can see by the suit and maybe by his actions the way he is. So it's pretty kind of early on. So depending on if the movie is successful and they make more of him, he'll be able to grow into that character. And obviously, as I said before, I mean, the trailer looks really kind of great. I mean, I've watched it so many times, and I'm actually just got me really pumped for the actual movie. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But yeah, I love everything about the movie: the cinematography, the camera angles. When you see Batman, and then you see his silhouette not silhouette, you see him from behind, in the actual color grading of the actual scene. It's just kind of really great. Catwoman. I think her name is Zoe Kravitz. I forgot her name, right? She's kind of really selling me as that slinky Catwoman, Selena Kyle. So and then obviously the actor playing the Riddler. Obviously, last time we've seen him was in Batman Forever, and that was a bit more campy. But this one's going to be a lot more serious. But what I do like about this movie, from what I've been hearing, is that he's going to be more of a detective, and obviously he's trying to Batman would be having to work out. I don't know obviously what the complete plot is, but one of the things I found missing in the Batman films is that although Batman is brutal and obviously likes bringing criminals to justice, he's also the world's greatest detective. And although we've seen little hints of that in some of the films, we've never really seen that heavily used in the movies, where him being a proper detective. So obviously we should be sitting there and seeing that. But as for lovely action. The actors are so far, they seem to be great, and obviously they're not giving away kind of too much of the movie. So March of 2022 couldn't come soon enough. So yeah, I really enjoyed the trailer. So those are my thoughts on it, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it if you've got your thoughts on it. But yeah, I loved it. So on to the next trailer.